direct online starting. This is one of the method to start the induction machine. Okay, this method of starting is just name implies the motor started by connecting it directly to the three-phase supply. Okay, by the motor is started by directly to the three-phase supply. Okay, so there is no mediator between supply and induction machine. Directly, the supply is connected to the stator terminals of this induction motor. That's why it is called direct online starting. Okay, understood. Directly, the supply is connected to three-phase terminals: R phase, Y phase, B phase. These three terminals are directly connected to the induction machine. Three terminals. So that's why it's called direct online starting. So here, the impedance of the motor at standstill is relatively low. You know well. At a starting condition, the impedance of the induction machine is very less. So at a starting condition, slip is equal to 1, then RL is equal to R2 into 1 by S minus 1, that is called RL is equal to 0. That load resistance is 0 at time of starting. And also slip is equal to 1, that's impedance is nothing but R2 plus J into X2 only. So the impedance of the motor at standstill is relatively low. And when it is directly connected to the supply system, okay, this type of induction machine is directly connected to the supply system. The starting current will be 4 to 10 times of the full load current. I starting current is equal to 4 to 10 times of the full load current. And low power factor also, this operating power factor of the induction machine is also low. Okay, and consequently, this method of starting suitable for only relatively small up to 7.5 kilowatts machines. That's why this method is limited to up to range 7.5 kilowatts machines. Relatively small ratings, 7.5 kilowatts machines only. This type of direct online method is suitable. Understood? And then relation between here starting and full load torque. So we know that the rotor input is equal. The rotor is nothing, input is nothing but power, that is called torque into omega. Here RPS, NS is called RPS. That's why 2 pi NS into T. 2 pi NS into torque. Power is equal to torque into omega. 2 pi NS into T. That is equal to K into T. 2 pi NS is nothing but constant. That is equal to K into T only. So if it is, if you want to find the synchronous speed in RPM, 2 pi N divided by 60. Okay, that will be also one of the constant. 2 pi N divided by 60 is also constant. NS is in RPM, but here NS is called RPS. So K into T is a constant. And then rotor copper loss is equal to slip strength of the rotor input. You know well, rotor copper loss is equal to slip times of rotor input, and then rotor copper loss is equal to 3 IT square into R2. So because of three-phase induction motor, that's why 3 IT square into R2, that is equal to S into rotor input is called K into T and K into T. And the torque is proportional to IT square divided by S. This torque is equal to IT square divided by S. Here rotor R2 is constant, K is constant, 3 is constant. And then torque is proportional to I2 square by S. Am I right? And then you know well, according to the transformer action, okay, I1 is I2 dash is proportional to the I1. The stator current is proportional to the rotor current. So that's why torque is proportional to the I1 square divided by S. If starting current is called IST and the starting torque is called TST. And at starting condition, you know well, slip is equal to 1. And then T is equal to, T is proportional to IST. This is called TST. Starting torque is proportional to IST square. Here slip is equal to 1. That's why TST is proportional to the IST square. Understood? If IF is the full load current, IF is the full load current and SF is called full load slip. Full load slip is not equal to 1. Okay, full load slip is not equal to 0. Full load slip is not equal to 1. So that's why this is denoted by SF, S suffix F. Full load current I suffix F. Then full load torque is called T suffix F. This is called TST, T suffix ST. That is called starting torque, like this. Starting torque is proportional to IST. Similarly, here full load torque is proportional to the IF square divided by SF. Full load current is square divided by SF. Then So what is the ratio of starting torque to the full load torque? TSTDI by TF. This is proportional. That's why ISTDI by AF whole square into SF. This is the starting torque ratio of starting torque to the full load torque of three-phase induction motor. Understood? Ratio of starting torque to the full load torque of induction motor is clear. Starting torque by full load torque is equal to ISTDI by F whole square into S. This is the relation. And then when the motor is started, direct online started. Direct online. If the motor is started by direct online, the starting current is called short circuit current. That is called block rotor current. So it is denoted by IC. Understood? When the motor is started direct online, starting means that current is called starting current is called short circuit current. Block rotor current, that is called ISC, denoted by I suffix SC. That is called short circuit current. Okay. When the motor is started by direct online. So because of the impedance of the induction motor in the rotor of induction motor is very, very less. That's why Z is very, very less. I is equal to P by Z. Okay. Then I current is maximum when the impedance is less. That's why there is current is nothing but is approximately equal to the starting current, that is called short circuit current. Okay, ISC. Then IST starting current is equal to the IST. Then starting torque by full load torque is equal to ISC divided by F whole square into SF. Understood? Starting torque by full load torque is equal to ISC divided by F whole square into SF. Okay, here starting torque is nothing but short circuit current in direct online state. So, for example, so this can be easily understood by using one numerical example. Let us illustrate the above relation with a normal numerical example. Suppose starting current is equal to 5 times of full load current. Here starting current is equal to 5 times of full load current, and then full load slip is equal to 0.04. Then, so what is the starting torque? Okay, this is one of the numerical problems. So, what is the starting torque? If starting current is equal to full load current, that is called ISC, that is called short circuit current is equal to full load current, and also full load slip is equal to 0.0. Then, so what is the starting torque? Okay, then substitute here IST divided by IF is equal to ISC divided by IF whole square to SF. Then that is equal to, so I start short circuit current or starting current is equal to 5 times of full load current. Then 5 into IF divided by IF whole square. IF have a constant, and then into 0.04. That is equal to, so 1. That means starting torque by full load torque is equal to 1. Then starting torque is equal to full load torque. But starting current is equal to, that is called starting current or short circuit current is equal to 5 times of full load current. Okay. But torque is only, starting torque is equal to only full load torque. The current is 5 times, but starting torque is only just 1 time of full load torque. Just starting torque is equal to full load torque. Understood? Note that the starting torque is large as 5 times of the full load current, but starting torque is just equal to the full load torque. Understood? Therefore, starting current is very high and starting torque is comparatively low. If this large starting current flows a long time, it may overheat the motor and damage the insulation. Understood? This is about direct online starting.